And we're live. We're live?
Okay, why do I have to start?
No,
today is time for another hangout, and the topic today is going to be Thailand. And we want to give you guys a guide to Thailand, basically from packing to arriving, where to go, when to go, fruits that are in season, just general tips about traveling to Thailand.
Yeah, I mean, we've been there quite a bit, and there's so many small things that you kind of learn over time that I think we have a lot of stuff to contribute.
Yeah. We're just gonna check that everything is okay here with the stream.
Yeah, it's usually just slow to update.
Yeah. If you're with us, then say hi in the chat. Jenny has already said hi. She is actually at a race right now.
Which
wow.
Is next level,
She said she couldn't miss the hangout. As of today, I've officially been your patron for 1 year. Wow. That's awesome.
Congratulations and thank you.
Yeah.
We should have some way to see that, really. Like, celebrate every time we get to a new place. We should somehow make an announcement for the people who are there.
Patreon should announce it to us, so we would know.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, if you can see us, then tell us that everything is fine. Is it fine, the technical stuff?
So, but it's always difficult to tell.
I'm back in Norway, obviously, and it's been a good time on La Palma, but it was difficult with the hangouts, of course, with the slow internet and everything. But now we're back here with semi-fast internet, and that's good. Jenny says it looks and sounds great. Good.
Yeah.
Well, we'll give it a little bit of time before we start talking about the topic, just for people to come. It's a stressful day for me. I have guitar students on Saturdays, and I run in the morning, and then I went to Oslo to buy a guitar amp, and I also went to IKEA to buy a table for my grandmother, and it all I stressed really. I made it work so I could just make it back in time for my next guitar students, and then I realized I didn't have another guitar student today. I messed up the schedule, and so it's been a stressful day, but I'm happy. How's your day been? Pretty
good. Stressful too, because I always get stressed. I always have like this feeling when you're going to have a stressful day. Usually I'm like, things are crazy, so my mind is scattered. But it's been okay. We're gonna eat dinner with our grandparents and our parents in about 2 hours.
Because it's Easter.
Oh yeah.
Jenny, you saw my run on Strava, and I have to tell you, I had to delete. I saw your comment, and then I had to delete that activity because I also posted the wrong date, and apparently you can't change that. So I made the post. I had to post it again. So you can go ahead and comment again if you want. But yeah, everything went wrong today on my run. But that's okay. That happens sometimes. If you're interested, you can go to Strava and check out my link there. Of course, this is a live stream, but if you're watching the recording of this in a few weeks when we post it on YouTube, you can know that you can join the next one if you want to by going to patreon.com/sweetnaturalliving. There's a link in the description, and we have that's like a place where we share exclusive content, and we do a live hangout once a month, and we do Q&A videos for our patrons where we answer your questions and all that stuff. So anyway, I guess we'll get started with the topic.
Yeah, I was thinking about this a couple of weeks ago, which is why we thought we'd do the live stream about this. And I was just thinking, like, what do you do first when you come to Thailand? I mean, well, actually, first maybe what do you need to bring to Thailand?
Yeah,
in terms
like
of packing. Is there anything special?
Well, first of all, you need to book your tickets.
Yeah.
And you should use maybe skyscanner.com is a great website to book your tickets.
Yeah.
And I'll throw in a little bit of a plug right now. Actually, I'll just say first thing that I did write a book. It's called The Way of the Fruitful Traveler, and it's about traveling lightweight to the tropics. Focused particularly on Thailand and Costa Rica and that sort of thing. So if you're interested in it, it's on our website, and that's going to give you a lot of good tips. So maybe get that book. That would be like the first step if you want to have a successful journey, right? Yeah. But then, book your tickets, and then you got to start packing. Mm-hmm. There's a packing list also in the book. I'm going to stop talking about it now, but there's also a packing list in the book.
For Thailand, I would say that like Thailand is actually one of the places that are more modern than you might think in many ways. I mean, you will get everything you need in Thailand. It's very easy, and especially if you're landing in Bangkok or something, which is basically you got pretty much two choices if you're going to land in one of the major airports. It's Suvarnabhumi Airport and
Don Muang.
Oh yeah, okay.
Don Muang, but that's in Bangkok both. But you can also go to Phuket, and I think there's a you can go to Chiang Mai as well, probably.
Mm-hmm. But if you're flying from,
that's it. Not that important. I mean, you're getting to Thailand. You can get everything you need there, so you don't necessarily have to pack things. This is one of the key aspects actually of lightweight backpacking. If you're like, should I bring this or should I not? Like, is this something I'll need on my trip? Then probably don't bring it. Right? If you're not sure, if you're definitely like, I need this, then bring it. But if you're like, maybe I'll need this like a few times, or what if we get into that situation, then I might need it. Those kind of things are best left at home, and then if you find out, hey, I really need it, then you can get it in Thailand. As you said, it's a modern place. You can get anything you need there. Jenny says it's an awesome book. Thanks, Jenny. I'm glad you like it. So packing light,
and in terms of clothes, Thailand is tropical, and pretty much all throughout the year you can go as light with clothes as you can imagine. Like you're never going to be cold.
No, you could literally wear just a pair of shorts and a singlet.
Yeah, but bring long-sleeved long-sleeved pants and long-sleeved shirt that's very thin because three things. Mosquitoes. They are wearing long-sleeved clothes are good for avoiding mosquitoes
in the morning in the sunset kind of hours.
B, sun, because being exposed to really strong sun for the first time, if you're really white, you can get you can get burned very easily, and long sleeve is good. And C,
maybe if you're cold in the indoors,
yes.
Air condition.
Yeah,
like exactly. If you go into the mall or something in Thailand, they like it like
very
I don't know,
cold.
18 degrees Celsius, like way too cold for a t-shirt. And it's just crazy. So it's a good idea to have some long sleeve shirts with you, but still though, the majority of the time you're just gonna wear shorts and a t-shirt, really. Jenny Kanelhjärta. Hi, happy Easter. Family dinner took a bit longer than I had expected. That's fine, Jenny. We're gonna have family dinner after this hangout as well.
Happy Easter to you as well, both of you, all of you.
Yeah. So, depending on your priorities, if you want to go really light, you'll just bring one pair of shorts, one singlet, one pair of pants, and one sweater. That's it.
And a pair of socks.
And maybe some underwear. That's it.
And a hat.
But my point was, you'll just bring one of each, and then you just wear that for like 6 months if you're out traveling for a long while. And you can just wash it in water and put it up in the sun, and it dries in like 1 hour, and then you put it back on. And in the meantime, you could just sit naked or put a sarong on or something like that. Sarong is a good idea to bring as well. But I mean, let's not go through everything you need to pack. No. That's a good idea for another hangout actually. But for now, let's just say you can pack light. You can get what you need in Thailand. I would say you don't need to bring a mosquito net, because usually if you're staying in accommodation there, like hostels or bungalows, they'll have it there. And again, if you find that you really need it, you can buy it there. So yeah, and as I said, and as I've said a few times now, I made an extensive packing list in the book, in the ebook, so that might be practical. So okay, you're packing.
Well, let's just say you've gotten to the airport.
Yeah. But you're packing. You've booked your tickets. Is everything good then? Well, you need to decide where you're gonna go. Maybe we'll talk about that first.
Yeah, but first though, actually, depending on how long you want to be there, you might want to check up, or you definitely want to check up your country's visa rules because we get 30 days free on entry. We don't need to do anything. But if we want to stay longer than 30 days, we have to apply for a visa at the
embassy,
consulate,
embassy or something here in Oslo, and then we'll get 2 months.
Yeah,
but that's it. You cannot get more than that, I think. Then you have to go to Thailand and do it there, and you can do an extension once, and you can maybe go across the border and get like 3 months. There's so many rules. You need to look at it specifically for your country. And then there's a lot of loopholes too. So I don't know. We've usually just gone to the embassy, paid like a fee, which is not that big, and then went there for 2 months at a time. Yeah. So you got your visa, you got your tickets, you got your bag, you're at the airport. Well, we don't have to go through the whole airport process, but should we just, before we get to Thailand, talk about where to go? No, we can arrive in Bangkok first. Yeah. So we're flying to Thailand. Jenny Kaneda asks, is that 2 months per stay or 2 months per year? That's a good question.
I think it's per stay.
I think so. I think it's per stay. But in order to get 2 months, you have to be in a country outside of Thailand.
Yeah.
And not just any country. I don't think you can just go to Malaysia and then.
And there might be like a
interim period where
you have to be in Norway for 2 months,
maybe,
to get another one.
Yeah, it's complex. Visa rules are just very crazy, but
and don't think you'll find the answer, because you won't. And that's the super thing about visa rules. You'll go online and you'll find 5 different sites saying different things, and you'll call the embassy and they don't know what you're talking about.
No, sir. But 2 months for sure, that's what you can get. And Jenny Kaneda, of course, is in Sweden, so probably similar rules like Norway. Okay, so we have a rule, and that is the 2-night rule. And what that rule means is that whenever you're going somewhere new, like for example Thailand, you always book 2 nights in a hotel from the time you arrive. It's very tempting to do either just book 1 night, because I want to move on the next day. I want to go to Chantaburi, right? So I'm just gonna book 1 night in Bangkok and then head to Chantaburi the day after. Well, that sucks. That sucks big time, because you are tired. You wake up the next day and you're just like, oh, and now you have to get on a bus for 6 hours or something. That's terrible. So you always want to book 2 nights so you can wake up on the first day and just be like, no plans. Okay, today we're in Bangkok. We're just gonna relax. We're gonna
try to find durian.
Yeah, try to find durian, I guess, and acclimatize. And we'll talk about durian. But so always book 2 nights. And there's also another thing that some people do, and we did it. I think we did it the first time we went there, and that is to go there without a booking, to just we'll find a hotel there when we arrive. And of course, that's true. Sure, anytime you arrive somewhere, you can find a hotel easily, almost anywhere in the world. But why? Why not just find it before you go and just go straight to the hotel once you arrive? So you don't because you're tired, it's been a long trip, you just want to get to somewhere where you can take a shower and
in terms
relax.
In terms of finding actually a hotel, go for hostels, obviously. Hostels.com. Hostelbooker.com is the one, I think.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
It's very easy. Just go for make sure you're close to like stuff like MRT, is that what it's called? Like metro or some sort of easy stuff.
Bangkok has a really good network of transport. There's subway and there's buses, and there's like airport links. And so basically when you arrive at the airport in Bangkok, you'll take the airport link, which is like a fast train that goes straight into the center of town, and then from there you'll connect with other subways and all that stuff. So that's pretty simple and easy and cheap and safe. And just let's mention it, Thailand is like one of the safest places in the world. Yeah. Like I feel so safe there. Also for single female travelers, solo I should say, solo female travelers.
Quite a few, I think.
Yeah, it's safe. It's the men are respectful there. It's not like Indonesia where I hear the men are more like pushy. Yeah. Thai people are respectful and very, very reserved. Mm-hmm. Almost a bit too much, maybe even. But I've never been in a situation in Thailand where I feel like, I'm walking down an alley and it's like 2 dodgy guys are coming. Oh my god, this is a dodgy situation. No, never. It's
the only remotely creepy person we've ever met was the guy in Chantaburi who was drunk. In the park, and he was just like pathetic. Yeah,
it was pathetic. So it's really safe. That's a really pro for Thailand. Obviously, we could also mention here that there are a lot of cons about Thailand too. I mean, I've come to really hate a lot of aspects about Thailand, but there's also aspects that I love, and I think we talked about this in another video, in another hangout even.
Thailand versus Costa Rica.
Yeah, well, we won't really get into that now, and Thailand is worth going to if you're a fruit fanatic like us, and chances are you are a fruit fanatic if you're part of this community. You need to go to Thailand regardless. So I don't even have to tell you about the cons. You can figure them out on your own, because the fruit, well, you just got to go there.
So I would say in terms of where to go.
Now in Thailand. Yeah. Now first we have to cover more stuff. Basically, you arrived in Thailand. You've done the 2 nights, and before I say that, you need to book that before you leave from home, basically, not just arrive. But before you leave from your country, a few weeks in advance, ideally, so it's not fully booked. A few weeks before you leave, you book your tickets, or you do that probably a few months before, and then you book your hostel a few weeks before.
Jenny Marie, by the way, says that her mind would also be on Durin as soon as she lands. We know all about it.
James says appreciate the motivation, guys. Cool, glad to have you with us there. I would like to also say that you're going to be jet lagged most likely when you arrive. And just a quick note on that, if you arrive in the morning, it all depends on where you left from and what your biological rhythm is, but
and we don't have the best track record in terms of fixing jet lag.
Well, no, but still, what we do is what's recommended scientifically. So, I guess that's a huge topic. Really, I don't want to get into that now, maybe. But don't just go to bed if you're sleepy.
Yeah, try to follow the rhythm there.
Yeah. So if you arrive in the morning, don't go to bed and sleep for like 10 hours and get up in the evening. Try to endure the day, maybe have a short nap, and then go to bed at the time when it gets night in Thailand. During on the first day, yes, probably.
Best options
in Bangkok. Let's just talk Bangkok first, because you arrive in Bangkok probably, and this is where you need to go out and find your first durian.
Now we have come to realize that it's easier for us just to go to to the mall, the huge malls, and just buy durian on tray.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't recommend that as a first timer.
Well, first of all,
if you haven't eaten durian at all before, I would probably wait until you get to X.
Yeah.
Because Bangkok is not the best place for durian at all.
But let's also say that when we say the supermarket, it's not just like any supermarket. This supermarket literally has some of the best durian in the world every time, almost.
Yeah.
They have a very good track record of having good durian at this particular mall, and we can mention where it is. It is the Gourmet Market. That's the name of the supermarket chain, Gourmet Market, and there's a few different ones, but there's particularly one at Siam Paragon. It's a huge mall, and in the ground floor there's a huge food court, and there's a gourmet market, and they have durian on trays. It's super expensive, but it's usually pretty good. Yeah. So if you're just let's say you just land there for one day or some crazy thing, and you just want to try it and you want to move on, and then go to some other country or something. Maybe then you go there, you'll know that you'll get some good stuff. But if you want to buy the whole thing, you should probably go to Klong Toi Market, or Onnut, or some other place. But as Matt said, it's really sometimes difficult to find good durian. Jenny says she would definitely have durian on the first day. Yeah. She also said she has a lot of imported frozen durian. I think anything fresh in Thailand would be ecstatic for me. Not necessarily. There's a lot of crappy durian. You think it's good and it's just crap, or it's super unripe, or it's picked way too early, or it's overripe. That can happen too. Yeah, we did have a video about gourmet market. I'm gonna go and pee.
Okay. With the advent of more Western people going to Thailand, fruit, durian focused crazy people like us, I think there's something happening with durian sellers. Maybe not in Bangkok because they're more used to foreigners, but in places like Chantaburi, who's starting to become known for durian among the fruit community. I think some of the sellers might want to sell you really ripe durian because it has a reputation among fruit fanatics that durian needs to split before you eat it and open it and eat it, and B, that the more ripe it is, the better it is, and that's not true. In fact, we've come to enjoy not extremely ripe durian.
Slightly unripe durian, basically. Yeah. Slightly firm. Or as they say in Thailand, slightly kang.
Which means hard.
Yeah, as opposed to nim, which means soft, or suk, which means ripe.
But thankfully, generally speaking, we've never really been scammed in Thailand. No. But the first day almost we got to Indonesia, to Bali, I remember people trying to sell us and hide the...
Indonesian people are like scammers, big time. Thai people are more honest in that sense, but it depends on where you are. Yeah. And that's a very extreme generalization, of course, but it depends on a lot of things. But I would like to say, though, that... well, I thought of something and I was going to say it, but then I realized I forgot it.
But yeah,
we made a video with Thai words. If you go to our channel and search for like Thai language or just Thai on our channel, you'll find a video where we talk about all the important words to know if you're traveling in Thailand as a fruit fanatic.
Yeah. Was that the video we did before I was sick?
Yeah.
If we're sitting in the bed, if it is that video,
it is that video.
Yeah. An hour later, I get like 41 degrees Celsius fever and get really sick and have to go to the hospital a couple of days later.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
I had a flu and it was insane.
Yeah, it's serious. But the hospitals were great. There are good hospitals in Thailand, so that's safe in that sense as well.
Yeah, it might be a good idea to bring travel insurance. Depending on how you want to go.
Travel insurance is just always a good idea, but we've traveled a lot without it too, because it's just so expensive. So I guess if you want to take the risk, then go ahead. But let's quickly talk about when to go to Thailand.
Yeah.
Right. So we're in Bangkok now, right? We've arrived.
What's the weather like?
What's the weather like? What time of year is it? And that will also determine where we will go afterwards.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, the durian. Well, let's talk temperature first. The hottest month is May.
Mm-hmm.
May is the hottest month. The coolest month, I don't know, probably December?
Yeah.
December or January, the coolest month. The rainy season starts in different places at different times, but I'm thinking generally in central Thailand, North Thailand, it starts around May? I think so. I think it starts in May and lasts until like October or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the south it starts a little bit later.
Yeah, the season goes from the top to the bottom.
Well, there's 2 different monsoons, I think. There's
Okay.
2 different climate zones.
Okay.
So the south of Thailand has a different monsoon, but I'm not exactly sure. I think it's just starting in like July or something.
Yeah. That also, by the way, makes the durian season and other cool seasons kind of start up in the east, northeast, and slowly go down. So you can kind of follow the seasons if you want to eat durian for a long time.
Yeah, well, of course, we haven't been to all kinds of places in Thailand, so this will be a bit like, this is just our perspective, and we have a lot of knowledge about eastern Thailand, but specifically Chantaburi and Koh Chang, Bangkok, and then down towards the south, like Chumpon and Koh Phangan, and yeah, we've been to Phuket once as well.
Yeah.
So Jenny Marie asks, Aneta is going to either Thailand or India this fall, I believe. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think she mentioned that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what time of year? Well, generally speaking, you're going there because you want durian, right? I mean,
Well, I mean,
yeah, let's face it. That's what everyone on this who watches Sweet Natural Living, they want to eat durian. That's why they go to Thailand.
yeah, but none of my mangoes.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, like, I'm thinking, like, you wouldn't go when there's no fruit.
No.
So let's face it, you're going there because you want durian. You're going there because you want mangoes. So there's a specific time of year you should go then. Mangoes start I'm talking Canterbury area. Starts in like March.
You can get mangoes all year.
Yeah, and durian.
Yeah, but there's definitely a specific. If you want the best fruit, you go to the places that grow it locally, like Chantaburi in mango or durian season. Mm-hmm. That's when you'll get the actual good stuff.
Yeah, and that's the mango season starts about March, and the durian season starts around May. But there's a lot of, I mean, you can get durian in April, as you can get it year round actually, but even in April you can start seeing some durian in Chantaburi.
Yeah.
But May would be a sure bet if you want durian. Mm-hmm. And even June, that's when it's probably peaking. May, June is like the peak in Chantaburi. And if you want to have a chill place, then you can go to Koh Chang, which is one of the islands, and there's more nature and it's more relaxed than Chantaburi, which is just a busy town.
Yeah.
But if you are in Chantaburi, though, there's a lot of fruit there. So that's probably one of the best fruit places in the world. It is the #1 producer of durian worldwide, Chantaburi.
Oh, yeah.
There are millions of tons, probably. And
keep in mind, you want to be like, if you have a car there, you can get access to insane markets, wholesale markets that has tons of durian.
If you go a little outside of the town.
Mm-hmm.
Grant Campbell, a raw Aussie athlete, he does like retreats there every year. Thailand Adventure Retreat, I think he calls it. So if you're keen on like going with other people and meeting other fruit fanatics and getting someone who knows the area, then I would recommend going to his tours or his retreats.
Or joining one of Lindsay from Year of the Durians, Thailand travel
durian appreciation tour, I think she calls it.
Yeah,
it's a durian tour of Thailand. That's pretty awesome, and I think she's doing one now soon. I think there's even one place left. She mentioned a few days ago.
Mm-hmm. They're very high quality, and I think they're probably very good.
Yeah, you might want to check out her book too. It's actually on our website, sweetnaturalliving.com. You can go there and check out her book, The Durian Tourist's Guide to Thailand. Really good book for anyone who loves durian and Thailand.
Yeah.
So March, April, May, June, that sort of time, Chantaburi, Koh Chang, Eastern Thailand. If you're going later, then you want to head south. Chumpon, Phuket, Koh Phangan, Koh Samui, these islands. The south of Thailand has a little bit of a different climate, and the durian and mango season is more like June, July, August.
Yeah.
June, July, August.
I gotta say that we kind of went to. Firstly, we had the idea that we want to go to Chantaburi, and we've also been to Chumpon and these kind of cities on inland, and it's cool. But I think as a beginner, you might want to start off on an island, because they're it's kind of annoying, but they're meant to help tourists. It's easy to get like a bungalow. It's easy to get fruit at markets. It's easy to get taxis. Everything is very, very easy there. You almost don't have to lift a finger.
Yeah, it's basically the islands are tourist machines, and that's a pro. Mostly it's a con, though. If you're there long term, you get really sick of being on this part of this crazy tourist world.
Yeah.
But as a beginner traveler, it's actually pretty nice. Everything is catered for, and you know it's easier. But the durian is like, if you're out for durian, you have to go to Chantaburi first.
Yeah.
But that's why you could go to Chantaburi first and then to Koh Chang, you know. And we need to talk about the transport and how to get around. But basically, I said it already. You head to Chantaburi, Koh Chang in eastern Thailand around March, April, May, and then if you're going in June, July, August, and you go south to Koh Phangan or Koh Samui. These are islands, and there's a lot of tourists there, but also great fruit, of course, and beautiful. I mean, beaches and all that typical Thailand stuff.
Yeah.
Olivier asks, "Hi guys, thanks for having this live hangout." You're welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm in Koh Phangan at the moment. Oh, cool. And I'm going to Koh Chang in 2 weeks, especially for the durian season. Sounds perfect. That's great to hear. 2 weeks. That's spot on. That's nice. You'll get some of the Kradum durian. The first durian to arrive of the season, especially in this eastern area, one of the first early durians is Kradum Tong, which is a small durian, but it's actually one of the best ones.
Extremely good.
Quick note on Koh Chang: if you rent a motorbike, you can go to the eastern side of the island where there's like no tourists, and that's where you can buy lots of tree-ripened durian.
Well, not lots, but you might find it.
No, there's lots. First of all, there's lots of durian. I mean,
Yeah.
you find lots of durian, and almost every stall has like tree-ripened durian as well. That's my experience. Mats disagrees. I think it's tons of tree-ripened durian there. So anyway, there's a lot of durian there, and then you can find some on the other side as well, obviously. Jenny says the islands of Thailand are really appealing to me in terms of scenery, and I think that's what a lot of people feel, and I feel the same, really. Like, you want to be on a, if you're going to Thailand, typically you'd like to have a beach, and you want to see palm trees and drink coconuts on the beach, and eat fruit and live in a bungalow, and that's what you'll get on the islands, basically.
Jenny Kanerata asks, what fruit is in season during November to February in Thailand?
Yeah, good question.
There are some.
Well, first of all, let's say that's fruit-wise the worst time of the year to go. Unfortunately, that's the truth.
Yeah.
It is the worst time of year, but it is Thailand. It's gonna be better than anywhere else in the world, almost still.
Yeah. I think there is some possibly dragon fruit.
Maybe.
No, that's more like August, I think.
We're not sure actually completely, but we were there during this time, at least in January, February on Koh Phangan. We were able to get sometimes pretty good mangoes, sometimes very good papaya.
Yeah.
Bananas are good year round.
Coconuts
year round.
Pineapples
as well.
probably some small fruit.
And probably durian too. It's fine. You can go there and you'll get lots of good durian. But if you're looking for somewhere nice during that period, Cairns, Australia is pretty nice in that period. That's where mango season starts. And Costa Rica mango season starts in like January, February, so that's also a good time if you're going in the winter. Yeah. But still, Thailand, it's fine, and it's going to be a little bit cooler that time of year, which is a good thing. What about you, Olivier? How's the climate there now? I guess it's getting pretty warm. We were there in March a few years ago. It's a warm period for sure. So Thailand is always good for fruit, even in the low fruit season.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about the buses and stuff. Because when you're in Bangkok and you want to get to wherever you want to go, it is firstly extremely easy, and secondly usually extremely cheap. I've
never seen anywhere in the world which matches Thailand in terms of how easy it is to get around.
No.
Like, it is literally there's buses going everywhere all the time, and especially if you're going to a typical tourist place. Again, this is almost a pro and a con in Thailand. You'll just go to the bus station, and there will be a person there just like Kupangan, and you're just like, yeah, how did you know? Oh no, he knows. He just sees the tourists. He knows where they're going, and he's like, that bus, go there.
Yeah.
And they channel you through all these different. Oh, go there and buy the ticket, and then you buy the ticket, and then you just look around, and before you know it, another guy catches you, and it's like, you're looking for the bus. It's over there,
and you think you're doubting that he knows what you want, but you'll get there.
He knows
somehow.
Yeah. You're in good hands. Yeah, like Jenny says, he knows.
Yeah, he knows.
He does, and or she. There's in Thailand, as actually very like gender equality. I mean, I see both women and men in all professions without any kind of, like, whether it be construction work or ticket booth or cleaning or politics, anything. There's always like an equal amount.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you don't really have to worry about getting around, but let's say it anyway. There's a big central station in Bangkok called what's it called again?
I do not remember.
The big train station.
Train station? Oh.
H something?
Hua Lamphong.
Yeah. Hua Lamphong. I don't know how to say it completely, but Hua Lamphong train station. There's trains going south if you want to take an overnight train to the south. And we'll talk about the overnight trains, but if you want to take a bus to Chantaburi or a bus to Koh Chang, you go to Eka Mai, and that's how you say it. Eka Mai or Eka Mai station.
Bus station.
Yeah.
You can just go to the taxi.
Yeah, you can take a taxi there, or you can take the bus there, or the trains, or whatever. But Eka Mai bus station, there's buses going every hour to Chantaburi, and then there's also bus.
There's no train going east.
No,
by the way.
And there's also buses going from there via Chantaburi all the way to Koh Chang. But then, of course, when you come close to Koh Chang, then you got to get off the bus and take a ferry, and then you take another bus, kind of. But again, this is something you don't have to worry about in Thailand. They'll just take you. You know, they'll lead you where you need to go. Yeah. You just say where you want to go, and they'll take you there, and there'll be another tourist or 100 going there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, glad you liked our Thai. So yeah, going east, you take the bus. Going south, going north, we've never been to Chiang Mai, but we know there's a lot of vegans there. There's a lot of fruit, a big fruit community there. Not the best place for fruit, though. That's just the truth. It's not,
some fruits.
Yeah, but it's generally not. It's not. Well, I hear most people say that, depending on time of year, it's generally not the best place to buy fruit. And it's not a fruit growing region. It's a little bit cooler up there, which is a good thing. But yeah, we don't know. But you can take the train from Bangkok up to Chiang Mai, overnight train. We've done the overnight train going south, though.
Yes.
A few times.
Yeah.
Both ways.
It was. I really like it. I mean, there's a certain, like, when you close the, you get a bed. You go to the train station, and you ask for an overnight train to south.
Second class, I think you asked for, right?
Yeah, probably.
You can do third class, which is just like super cheap, but then you're sitting all the way during the night. So don't do that.
Yeah. Get
like a second class or like a bed.
And it should be, by the way, fans and not air condition. Tip: if you must take air condition, it's okay. But fans are better. Yeah,
you'll just get more of an experience in the fan wagon because it's more open. The air is better there. I hate aircon air.
You get your own bed, which are seats at day, and I think at like 7 or something.
Yeah, when the sun goes down.
Yeah, they start walking through the cabin, whatever, and making the seats into beds, and you can go to bed early.
And they pull down the beds from the top, and suddenly there's like just beds, and you have a curtain. You go behind the curtain. You can again look at our channel, look back, just search for like train on our channel, and you'll find some vlog videos from when we're on the train.
Yeah.
And that train goes all the way to Malaysia, so you can get off in Champon, you can get off and then jump on a bus from there to Kupangan via the ferry or stuff like that, or you can go all the way down to Butterworth, which is in Malaysia, and then from there you go to Georgetown in Penang, and when you're on Penang, that's another durian hotspot, which Lindsay also does tours there and a retreat even at Baosheng Durian. Jenny loves the train video.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we like it too. So do the train trip. It's
really
it's
cool.
awesome. And once again, you don't have to worry. You book the ticket, you say you want to go to Kupangan, and they will tell you, yeah, you go here, and then the people will take care of you, and they make sure you get off at the right place, and they then make sure you take the right bus, and so it's easy for beginner travelers to go to Thailand.
Yeah, I think maybe they even wake you up.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So, what else? Is there anything else to cover? Guys, we're going to wrap it up now, but can you guys come up with anything else which needs to be covered in terms of Thailand traveling? Any questions you have, specific questions? I mean, transport covered, fruit covered, seasons more or less covered.
Motorbikes. You can rent motorbikes everywhere. Tourists can. You don't need a driver's license practically, but I think technically you do. But they
Probably.
will. We've never been checked, and I don't think anyone gets checked. Just make sure you get a helmet. Make sure you're not an idiot and have never driven a motorbike before.
Probably take some pictures of your motorbike before you start going as well, so you can prove that so they don't, find some kind of little detail and say, like, if there's any damage on the motorbike, take a picture of it when you start, so you can say, so they're not able to scam you. But generally speaking, they're not typical scamming people. And yeah, then you can drive around. Be careful, crazy traffic. But you'll learn how to deal with it. It's crazy in a very systematic way.
Yeah, you need to learn the craziness.
Jenny, is it fun to run in Thailand? Well, it's fun to run anywhere because we love running, right? But it sucks, kind of, to run in Thailand. But don't let that stop you, because you're motivated to run, you'll probably be fine anyway. But it's hot, and there's dogs.
Yeah.
And there's traffic. But
the islands would be the best.
The islands
place.
are probably the best place to run, but
unless
still
you like city running, which I've done a bit, and it's kind of cool. But you need to make sure you get out at 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Because after 8, markets open up, and it's just crazy.
Yeah, and it's more hot too.
Yeah.
You need to go out in the morning or in the evening, but I prefer mornings in that sense. And you'll learn how to deal with dogs too. Generally speaking, you need to face the dogs, don't face away from them. You need to dominate them. So if they're, aggressive, you need to be like, whoa, fuck off, you little bitch. And then scream to them and like pick up rocks and be like, I'm gonna kill you. That sort of attitude. That's how you deal with dogs. That's the best way. And if they really start coming close, you need to start throwing rocks at them, because
I think for some people that might sound like the scariest thing they could ever imagine doing.
Yeah, and it is scary.
Yeah, however, usually you don't have to do this.
Yeah, usually you just look at them, and then they run towards you, and then you face them and look, and then they're like, "Oh, he looks at me."
Yeah.
So
they're mostly just stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't worry about the dogs.
No,
but
you'll be fine.
Be wary of them.
Yeah, just pay attention to them. Don't turn your back to them. That's what I did, and that's when it bit me on my leg, actually. So just face the dogs.
Yeah.
Good thing we covered the dogs too, actually. What else? I think that's it, really. It's really an awesome place. It's like a pilgrimage that everyone has to do if they're into fruit, because it's just...
It's the Mecca. Everyone has to go to.
It's the Mecca. I mean, it's just like all the fruit is there. It's super cheap. It's an extreme abundance. It's part of the history. It's part of the culture.
Yeah, which is why there's so much fruit there, really. It's like they pride themselves in enormous amounts of fruit.
And it's a industrial country which produces fruit for the whole world.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why you can find frozen durian anywhere in the world. It's because Thailand exports it. It's Thai durian. They are huge exporters of durian and other fruits and dried fruits and all that stuff. So
yeah.
All right, so that's it. good place to go. Hope you get to go there one day, all of you guys. And Olivier, yeah, I didn't catch that comment. There you go. It's really hot. Yeah, probably 30 degrees Celsius. Olivier says about Thailand. Yeah, sounds like Thailand.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy your time there, Olivier, and all you other guys. Enjoy your time there when you go one day. And for now, enjoy your Easter weekend. Jenny can edit to ask what's for Easter dinner today. We actually gonna just have our normal dinner.
Yeah, sweet potatoes and lentils for me, lentils with spinach.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Potatoes, lentils, and sweet potatoes for me. And then the other guys, our parents and our grandmother, they're eating something else.
Yeah,
and
Mom made a vegan curry.
Yeah, so maybe I'll have a little bit of the vegan curry as well. But anyway, thanks guys. Thanks James for joining us. Jenny, Olivier, both of our favorite Jennies. Thanks for joining. And if anyone else was there without chatting, that's cool too. Thanks for being part of it.
Yeah.
And thanks for your support on Patreon. It means a lot to us. All right.
Thanks. That was all.
Yeah.
We'll go make dinner, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yep. Good luck with your race, Jenny.
Oh yeah.
She's at the race. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's race o'clock now. That's good, Jenny. Go for it.
Cool. See you.